So even though technically speaking for rational exponent equations, we're dealing with stuff that has slightly different presentations than radicals, the way we handle them, as we're going to see with this example, is very much the same. So here we want to solve 2x to the 3/4 minus 245 equals 5. So when we were dealing with radicals, what we liked to do was to move stuff around to get the radical alone on one side, and we're actually going to do the same thing here. We're going to take that 245 and add it over, so we will have 2x to the 3/4. My typesetting is very small, so I might be slow with that, is equal to 245 plus 5. So up to my markers agreeing with me, that's 250. Then we'll divide out the 2. We'll get x to the 3/4 is equal to 125, and then we're going to have to clear out that exponent. We're going to need to be careful about positive, even types of roots in terms of what that means for our equation. In this case, what we're going to do, though, is raise everything to the 4/3 power, which means that we can only possibly get positive things anyway because it's an even exponent. So we're going to take x to the 3/4, raise that to the 4/3, and we're going to take the 125 and also raise it to the 4/3 because that's how algebra works. You gotta do both if you want to do one. Where this one is very well behaved, but my marker isn't. That's just an x, and on the other side, thankfully, because I set it up that way, 125 is a perfect cube. It is 5. Well, the cube root of 125 is 5. And so we would have 5 to the 4th. 5 to the 4th is actually just 125 times 5, or 625. So our solution here is x equals 625. And again, I'll leave that to you guys to check, but to be sure, the 4th root of 625, as we just saw, is 5. Cube that, you get 125. Multiply that by 2, you get 250. Subtract 245, you get 5. So we're on the right track. And from here, we're going to talk about another thing that we can do with polynomial type things, a bit of a flashback, where there's a nice trick, very subtle trick, that we can use for polynomials that look quadratic, but need a bit of nudging.